Hello and welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an empath, intuitive card reader, and a visionary as well. Today I'm here to do the general weekly reading for the sign of Aries for the week of April 10th through to the 16th, 2017. And I've already cleansed my cards and have them ready to go. I'm also burning another new candle from intuitivecandles.com. These are soy-based candles, so there's no harm to the health. They also have a reveal. When the wax melts down, there's a gift of precious stones and minerals, rose quartz, aventurine, sunstone, just to name a few, that are revealed, and they're beautiful. They're just stunning. Anyways, this one I've chosen. Normally it's Fundy Breeze. I went with Down by the Bay on this one. It smells very clean and very beautiful. I'll just set that there. I can't move the candle because it turns to liquid. One moment. And I'd end up spilling it everywhere. So, all right, we're going to get into Aries. I've already shuffled the cards up really well. I'll just give them a couple more turns. Oh, for heaven's sakes. All right, try this again. This is a general weekly reading for Aries for the week of April 10th through to the 16th, 2017. Let's bring us some messages. Needed for Aries. I'm all thumbs today. Geez, you get away from shuffling cards for 2 days and it's like I gotta learn all over again. One more run, and I think this is it. Beautiful. That's it. Here we go, Aries. Here's your cards. Very first card Tarot's brought forth to your attention is the Nine of Pentacles. Represents gratitude. That's your Monday, April 10th. Second card, Seven of Cups, possibility for your Tuesday. Ten of Swords, endings for Wednesday. Thursday, Four of Wands, reward. Friday, Ace of Swords, victory. Isn't that funny? This showed up in the last reading on a Friday as well. Same placement, same card. Saturday, nice one. Magician, he's all about manifestation. And your Sunday is the Fool, and he represents new beginnings. That's it. All right. So this card shows up on this Monday. Some of you, of course, are going to be experiencing not so much gratitude to somebody else, but somebody's extending their gratitude to you. And you have a sense of gratitude because of them and their extension of their gratitude, if that makes any sense at all. The vice of the card is to make sure to devote this day to money issues or anything that has to do with money interests of any kind. Also, put some time and money for some of you into your home. You're thinking about it. It is spring and you're thinking, pick me up, refresh my home, maybe a new paint on the walls or woodwork or something along this line, or maybe a few touches of new furniture. This is just a really good day for you to do that. It's such a mundane thing, but on the other hand, the choices you make today will be choices you'll be happy with for a long, long time to come. Whereas if you wait tomorrow or Tuesday, it might not work so well in your favor. Appreciate all the good things that you have around you right now. So Monday needs to be a day of goodness. Put your best foot forward. Make your intentions of the day when you first wake up that this is going to be a good Monday. You know, I could learn from that because Mondays and I don't get along at all. Your keywords for this card are luxury and leisure, your home, feelings of abundance as well, independence and generosity. Well, if you have abundance, automatically independence comes along with that, and so does generosity for a lot of people. They like to share that. more so on emphasis on luxury for Monday. Some of you may be spiffing yourselves up too, buying maybe a new spring wardrobe. The card is saying focus on your home, everything that's close to your life in your personal way on this day, on this Monday, and leave and set everything with relaxation in mind is the thing. Calm, comfortable relaxation. It's just a quiet Monday, I'd say. Tuesday, 7 of Cups, all about possibilities. I like cups, all about emotions. I like sevens. The card's here to tell you that a few of you will have many choices available to you now. As far as somebody's hearing a story that's not true, and you need to check out the facts behind the story. Somebody, I can't pick up on it. It won't come. Just trying to narrow it down here. Somebody's going to try to pull the wool over somebody's eyes on this day, and at the end of the day, it's your responsibility to do the background work, to make sure what's happened is true, or whether it's not. Chances are it's not. That's what I'm hearing right off. Some of you may not have a sense of what is real and what is your imagination anymore. That comes to pining away. I'm hearing for somebody, somebody that's had a crush or an attraction, we'll say, to somebody else for a long, long, long time, and you've made it real within your own head, and it's not, and you're having the realization that it's not, this has been all fantasy and wishful thinking. Card is saying, take what good you can from that, and then walk away with your pride still intact. Don't let your imagination run away with you. Don't rush through anything on this day either. If you're in a hurry for something to develop or unfold, just stand back and wait to see what manifests all on its own first. And then you can walk forward and get involved. But until then, the advice of the card is be careful with different areas of your life on this day. That's what could happen. So your keywords are fantasy and confusion, choices, dreams, imagination, visions, and a whole lot of passion for Tuesday. A whole lot of passion. I just heard someone's tired of the passion and they want the real thing. Whatever that means. Your Ten of Swords for Wednesday, and this is all about endings. Endings don't have to be bad now, do they? This is the final number in the deck of the tarot. And it sums up a lot of things. Sometimes it involves some degree of drama in your life. You think it's, it's a Wednesday, it's hump day. The most boring day of the week. What happens on a Wednesday? Well, for some people, we can't all be alike right across the board any more than this reading will affect everybody right across the board. There are people that are going to have a wacky Wednesday. There's no other way of looking at it. For the most part, Wednesdays are boring. It's hump day, middle of the week, blah, blah, blah. Not on this Wednesday, Aries. It's, I'll be nice about it and say stuff's going to happen. Okay. Those with you with a little insight know what I really mean. Yeah, there can be some degree of drama. Somebody is holding back, and they're having change imposed upon them, and they don't want the change imposed upon them. They want things to stay just the way they are. Someone else says to you, it's got to grow. It has to grow. And you're saying, no, it doesn't. I don't want it to grow. I want it to stay just as it is. This is relationship based, of course. One thing about this card as well, and it's however unwanted as it may be when it first turns up in a reading, it will bring some things to light. It'll bring, I'm hearing the truth of a matter. A truth of a matter. You thought you knew, Aries, and you didn't know. There's something you thought you were on top of, you had, were on the ball, and then you find out that no, that's not the case at all. It wasn't anything what you thought. It's going to bring some clarity to any situations that sound familiar with this. The truth, you may not like it when you hear it. You may be shocked when you hear it. But what it's going to do at the end of the day is you'll be able to see what needs to be released out of your life, is what it'll do. The advice of the card is telling you, Aries, to walk away and let go. Focus on the present, focus on the now, rather than dwelling on the past. Don't give the past any more of your energy that it's already taken from you as it is. Your keywords are completion and release, drama, transformation for some, victimhood for others, truth and shock. I do sense that very strongly, that there's shock coming. As I said, you thought you had it all figured out, and you weren't even close. Maddening. I'm hearing it's maddening for somebody. I'd like more details, Tarot. 4 of Wands on your Thursday. It's about reward. So for some of you, this day will bring about tying up the loose ends on any jobs that you've had on the go, finishing up any projects, finalizing. I'm hearing some things are being finalized. Some of you are signing papers for a brand new home, just moved into. They will be finalized, and keys given. She's all yours. Wonderful feeling there. Some may feel like they're being put to a test on this Thursday as well. Some kind of it's work-related. I just heard work-related, being tested on the job. Somebody's watching you to see if everything is done properly, that you're not cutting corners. It's nothing new. This is something that goes on regularly on the job, only this time it's your turn. Everybody has their turn to be put under the microscope, so be aware of that. A little extra just conscious of what it is that you're doing. And you should always work like you're being watched by the boss anyway. You can't go wrong. Some of you are planning some time away, and you're planning on taking a holiday to someplace warm where you can come back tanned and be ready for summer, because spring is here. A lot of socializing for a lot of people. This is a busy card. There's love involved on this day, trips away for others. This is a happy 4 that brings leisure and freedom. It's a good day this Thursday. Your keywords are balance and love, contentment, freedom, openness, travel, and a new home. The advice is be carefree while you can. You can replenish your mind, replenish your spirit, your body, and your soul. Take the time to do that because you deserve it. Now your Friday, Victory Friday, Ace of Swords. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Ace of Swords. Of course, most of you know that aces are all about brand new beginnings. Usually, you hear that expression if one door closes, another one opens. In this case, the door you're walking away from has been opened for you. But you're walking through. You want to go through the next door, and here's the kicker. It's wonderful. The door's already open, waiting for you. What's on the other side of that door? The world that you walk into. It's already been there and waiting for you. And the transition for you is going to be extremely smooth, almost too smooth. You're waiting for the other boot to drop. Something must be going to go wrong here. It's going to be your thoughts. So Ace is about new beginnings. Anything that you start right now, the energies on Friday are so good for you. Excuse me. Just about, it's going to be one of those days where almost everything you touch turns to gold. This is going to be a wonderful Friday for you. Some have been waiting for a pay bonus to come in on this day, and it will be in your paycheck. It will be there. So you're excited about that. Others are planning a wonderful weekend away that begins on Friday. For some of you, this is a romantic getaway, something you've been waiting and wanting to do for a long, long time. For others, it's just is just the whole idea of your first weekend away for spring, for this time of the year. So, some of you have to make decisions on this day, but as I said, it's like everything you touch is going to turn to gold. It's just going to be a beautiful, beautiful day. Anybody that's involved in any legal battles of any kind, scales of justice will weigh in your favor on this day as well. So anybody has to go to court for any reason, this is the day you want to go. All right, so here's one of my favorite guys, the Magician. Manifestation for your Saturday. This guy here, he's the commander of the deep. And he always asks you first. Because I'm hearing a day of independence is what I'm hearing here. And he always asks first, what is it that you think you can make happen in your life that needs to happen? He's here, the energy. He's an energy, all right? And he's here, and he has his hand open in welcome, in sharing. And he's saying, whatever tools you need, they are at your disposal. We are covering every area of the human essence. We have cups for love, love of every kind. We have wands for anything practical, the real stuff in life. We have swords that encompass our brain and our mind and what we have in our mind. It may be decisions that have to be made or forks in the road. You have to choose one or the other, but it's all the thought process with swords. And then, of course, there's deniers, which represent several different things. First and foremost, it is the money card. And what brings with it creative ways and ideas, starting new projects and new beginnings, and new ventures to be taken under as well. So all these tools are here for you. So whatever you need to make manifest on this day, you've got all the tools at your disposal. There's that feeling of ease again that happened, I can't remember, that happened, or there's just this feeling of ease that going through the day. Everything you need is at your fingertips. This is almost too good to be real. I didn't think this job is something for some of you, something you put off for a long time and say, this is it. It's down to the last gunshot. I have to get this taken care of, and I have to get, and you've been dreading it, and you haven't wanted to tackle it. But on this day, universe is working with you to give you everything that you need to get through whatever it is that you need to get through. Conditions are just perfect now for anything, anything that you start, anything that you can attract, almost what you want. Your powers of manifestation are very, very strong at this time, as so says the card. When this card appears, also even communications with people and support as well of any kind that you may need through the day are going to come very easily for you. It's almost like karma has laid down this golden road for you, and there's not a block at a place. Everything is going smooth. Right from the minute you get up on Saturday till at night, till you go to bed and rest your head, everything is going to be very smooth for you on this day. This is a general reading. So if you have a real poopy Saturday, don't get mad at me. This is general, okay? So it doesn't affect everybody. A lot, though. Quite a few, I'm feeling. Quite a few. The advice of the card is the time is now. If you take any action on anything, you're going to find success. And your keywords are new enterprises, open communications, good flowing energy, home, travel, and any support that you need. So your card for Sunday, Aries, is the Fool. Again, new beginnings. So maybe what you started on Saturday is going to carry through into your Sunday. The card's here to tell you you're on the brink of a brand new path. You may not believe it, and you may not see it, but it's there. You're going to see it very soon, Aries. So you're on a new path. This could be something as far as like literally, physically taking a new road for some reason or other. Or this could be a new path within yourself. You found some inner strength you never knew you had. You find more joy in the run of your day now. That seems to be happening. Things that always weighed you down and kept you down and worried you and lost sleep over, they're lifting. The layers are lifting. You're feeling lighter. You're just feeling lighter all over. The card is telling you that a wonderful opportunity is awaiting you. And the card's here to suggest that you best follow your destiny and just go with it. And that goes for jobs, work of any kind, relationships of any kind as well. Before you follow, literally, physically follow through, make sure you're dealing with reality and logic and facts. Don't go on a wish and a prayer about anything. You remain intellectual, and you can enjoy the emotionality later from the smart decisions that you've made. Some of you will be taking a journey over land or sea as well. To see family. I see a young woman on a plane. She's going home to see her family. I see her brown bagging it on the plane too. She's got a sandwich or something in a brown bag. She's going to spend some time with her family. Her immediate family. Her mom, her dad, her brothers, sisters. This could be a family reunion. But it feels like you're the only one flying in. It's a big deal. For those waiting on the other end for you. I'd like to see that in the comments. The advice of the card is make sure you look before you leap into anything again. That's just checking your facts from fantasy. Reality from non-reality. But if you like what you see, if you've taken a moment to check yourself and check your situation, should I or shouldn't I move ahead? Shouldn't I walk into that? Use your intellect. Use your smarts. Use your common sense. Let your common sense be your guide. Okay? Those little voices in here that tell you to hold back, then you hold back. All right? Just make sure the coast is clear. But if you like what you see, you're more than welcome to dive in. Your keywords are risk and innocence, departures, new pathways, destiny, and starting over for some. So starting over for some, in a good way, not in a bad way, but in a good way. Everything about this, for those of you starting over, is all done in a good way. That's not a bad reading at all, Aries. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated with you. I'd like to thank all my current subscribers for Bay of Fundy Fortunes. You are the seedbed floor that holds the greatest tides in the world, that is of the Bay of Fundy. And without you guys, there'd be no point. I thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Also, thank you for your likes and your shares, and your Google Plussing, your thumbs up, your thumbs down. Thank you so much for any comments that you leave. I really take time to always make a nice cup of coffee or cup of tea and get comfortable when I answer the comments. You can find me on Bay of Fundy Fortunes on Facebook. That's my group where everybody's welcome to join us there. It's a wonderful place to be. Also, you can find me on Twitter, Blogspot, and Google as well. And for those of you, anybody looking for me, you can always find me right here or down below, walking along the water's edge of the mighty Bay of Fundy, because I'm always waiting on the next high tide. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.